Hi, my name is Margret Planck. I'm from TIB, from the Leibniz Information Center for Science and Technology in Germany, and my colleague Jens Köster and I have prepared a presentation on the topic of key features of video abstracts using the example of the TIB AV Portal. Science isn't finished until it's communicated. That's what Mark Walport said. He's a medical scientist who was chief executive of UK Research and Innovation until last year. And what he means by that is that science and new technologies surround us in our daily lives. More than ever before, the COVID-19 crisis showed that science has a very big impact of our daily lives. Average citizens need to be able to understand enough about these scientific results. However, how can average citizens understand scientific studies and results? How can they distinguish between false and truth? How to bridge the gap between science and society? The best way to do this as a scientist is to communicate in a simple and comprehensible way. The medium of video is particularly well suited for this. An example of this trend is the video abstract. This is a 3 to 5 minutes long moving image equivalent of a written abstract. With this format, scientists have the opportunity to explain the results and backgrounds of their concrete research work, as well as the methods used, the study results, and possible implications to a potentially larger audience. There are quite different ways, styles, and formats to produce video abstracts. Here are a few examples. Clockwise, the mutants are here, a video on the social life of ants, 2017, Cell Press, 2,200 views. And they use different techniques from whiteboard to animation. Next one is turning up gene expression to treat disease, 2017, Cell Press, 5,650 views. And this is made almost like a feature film with a continuous storyline. And it's also very funny. Next one is how dogs process speech, 2016, Cell Press. And this is probably one of the most successful video abstracts ever, 480,000 views. And they are using talking heads and filming of the actual experiment. And last one is Professor Paul Young in front of his house in a very relaxed atmosphere, talking about a very complex mathematical problem. Video abstracts can be embedded in websites of researchers, institutes, or science blogs. They can be shared on social media and can be included in lectures. In this way, they develop a visibility that reaches into different social economic spheres. Science journalists, decision makers, and average citizens can thus find out about the latest results and discussions in science. And this promotes both a transdisciplinarity research activity and informed decision making based on scientific facts. And that's exactly what Sir Mark Walport meant when he said science is not finished until it's communicated. Additionally, Scott Spicer showed in a study in 2014, which is based on the New Journal of Physics, that articles accompanied by a video abstract are more likely to be downloaded than those without. Of the top 25 articles with the highest usage, 36% had a corresponding video abstract. In addition, video abstracts positively influence the citation rates of scientific articles, as Song et al. Explained in their study, which is also based on the New Journal of Physics. Accordingly, a video abstract is a useful tool for converting video views into downloads of online articles, especially when published in open access journals. A video abstract is usually directly linked with a scientific paper that has been accepted and published in a scientific journal. Virtually all major publishers accept video abstracts, such as IOP, Elsevier, Wiley, Taylor, and Francis. And video abstracts can, of course, also be published on YouTube and Vimeo, but there are also some portals which specialize in publishing scientific works and video abstracts, such as, for example, the TIB AV Portal and We Share Science. A lot of publishers have published design rules to help scientists produce their video abstracts. As an example, here are design rules of the Institute of Physics, which are very generic, but even that is a representative. And they include, for example, that a video abstract should not last longer than 4 minutes. Um, and that it should include additional relevant materials such as images, animations, and lab footage, and that a video abstract must include a soundtrack providing a clear verbal narration of the visual content. We conducted a study examining video abstracts on the TIB AV portal, and therefore I would like to briefly introduce the portal. So, the TIB AV portal is an open portal for sharing scientific videos. We've been online since April 2014, and we use automatic video analysis such as speech, text, and image recognition, and also semantic indexing in order to find have a better access to content in the video and discover things in videos. We have more than 35,000 quality checked videos in Germany and English from our focus areas such as architecture, chemistry, computer science, physics, mathematics, and engineering. We have conference and lecture recordings, teaching, learning films, experiments, video abstracts, of course, simulations, visualized research data, and documentaries. And the videos are predominantly under CC licenses. So, in our study, we wanted to find out whether the most popular video abstracts on the TIB AV portal follow the common design and publishing rules or not. Our study provides a characterization of video abstracts published on our portal. In the areas of science and technology, we identified video abstracts based on the number of views. A database of the highest ranked 33 videos from 4 publishers was created. Each video was manually analyzed for different parameters. Based on a literature review, including design rules, we examined some content factors like video length, production, format, and audio, said to have a great impact on the popularity, and added some more content and general factors. For example, was the corresponding paper named in the video and linked permanently with a DOI? And was the research data visualized in the video? So this one is our number 1 video abstract. The title is Soil Lacquer Peel Do It Yourself. This is how it appears in the TIB AV portal. You can see on the under the video the number of views. You can share it, you can cite it. You have the authors here and the publication here. Then the formal metadata, again title and authors. Then you have the license identifier. This is all the videos have a DOI. The publisher, again, the release date, language, subject area, an abstract, some keywords, and then finally the corresponding paper here with the DOI. And then some recommendations for further videos. Okay. So first, the subject, general characterization, 33 videos, as I said, 19 from physics, 9 earth science, 1 each from informatics, biology, information science, engineering, and environmental science. The licenses, 19 were licensed by CC by 3.0 DE, 12 by CC by 3.0 unported, and the rest NC, ND, and NC, ND. Did the video abstract had an intro or a title slide? Yes, for the majority, 30 videos, but 3 didn't have a title or an intro slide. Was the paper mentioned in the video abstract either via DOI or via title? 19 yes, 14 no. Now some characterizations from the production. The length of the video, the average length was at around 4 minutes. And the rest was somewhere a bit over, like 45 minutes, and we had, I think, two which were even 6 minutes. Uh, Next one, visualize scientific data included, either via a graph or models, etc. Some visualization of the data. 25 included this in their video abstracts, and 8 did not. Was the production rather amateur style or semi-professional? 23 were amateur style, which means that it was rather like a screencast only, and 10 used semi or professional, semi-professional styles, which also included produced materials such as footage, high quality audio, and design. Then the general genre. 16 was a very simple, used a simple presentation, and 8 a documentary style. 3 used animation, which is using techniques like whiteboard drawings, etc. 3 used dynamic, 4 used a dynamic presentation, which has something to do also with dynamic cuts and included footage material, and 1 only used a monologue style. When it comes to additional elements and materials, the majority used graphics, stills, slides, and pictures to make their presentations more interesting. So 27 used graphics, stills, slides, and pictures. 25 used text in the video. 11 used animations. In 16 videos, we saw the presenters or the authors. 16 used elements of interviews and talking heads. 8 showed the experiment or the observation themselves as footage material. And 12 used a documentary real life footage. When it comes to the production of sound quality, we found 17 that had a good quality, 10 had a medium quality, 3 not so good quality, and 3 didn't use audio or used music only. Okay, so what does this mean? We thought it was quite good that the videos from the analysis were not longer than 4 to 5 minutes, in average 3.55 minutes. Most video abstracts did include additional relevant material such as images, animation, and lab real footage. Most of the video entries had medium to good sound quality, 82%, and were thus really acceptable acoustically. What was not so good? Well, most videos used just one presenter, a speaker, who gave a classic, simple, short presentation. Only half of the authors linked to the papers, and I mean, this is the general usage of video abstract to link to the paper, of course. And only three quarter included a visualization of their research data. One video was produced in a portrait format, which was a bit unlike the others. And the use of background music seems unmotivated most of the times, and some didn't really fit into the video. A few videos would have to be edited because, for example, the interface of PowerPoint is still seen, or the interface of the screencast tool is seen in the video, which doesn't really make a good impression. And 3 did not even present a title. So we have some additional guidelines from our findings here. For example, that make sure your video has a DOI so that it is sustainably citable. Make sure you have credits for your paper. Best link it via digital object identifier. Make sure you link to the underlying data, and Make sure your video has an intro and maybe also an outro. Make sure you mention all of the authors in your video. Make sure you share your video on at least one science compliant portal so that it's citable, digitally preserved, and connected to research data and paper. And we highly recommend the TIB AV Portal. Okay, now we have some literature for you here. And if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact either me or my colleague Jens Köster. Thank you for your attention and bye.